Welcome back to Spinning the Past. It's been a while, hasn't it? I have recorded before. I've got two different ones. One is about how to do your wheel ratios on a great wheel. But, just not happy with the quality. The light isn't behind me and it's not close up. My head is cut off and I'm just not really don't want to post that unless it's something good. And if I could improve a bit of my technology, that would help. I'm also thinking about getting one of these over-ear cameras so that you can actually see my point of view as I'm spinning. That might help as well. I also wanted to let you know that I have just opened up a Buzzsprout podcast for Spinning the Past. Nothing up there is posted yet, but at least the account is open now, and it's going to be open to historical hand spinning, fiber arts in general, talk about different fibers in history, and I guess just kind of everything related to hand spinning, the craft of hand spinning and fiber arts. I mean, I like crochet and I like knitting and I like tatting and bobbin lace and just all kinds of stuff. So we will maybe have some guests. I hope to have some guests on there as well when I can sort that out, how I can record kind of a live feed with two people going speaking at the same time. Incredibly busy here, incredibly busy. This is spring, and for a lot of you it went from winter to spring in like a week. That's what happened to us. Things are starting to bloom. I am going to be keeping bees this year. I have two hives that are two, I guess, what they call packages of bees that are coming. Those are coming, I think, Monday. They get shipped on Friday. So I had to build their little hive houses and do all that and stuff and get the ground level for them. Also, I'm just about to plant flax again this year. I've doubled the plot. Just that took a long time trying to get everything up. All the weeds from last year and get everything plowed under. And I would like to plant this flaxseed tomorrow. I'm keeping my eye on the radar because we're supposed to have thunderstorms tomorrow evening. Could be a little rain tomorrow. So I need to get the flaxseed in while the ground is still dry, as it is right now, and then let the downpour, then let it rain. And I've had good luck with that. If I leave it out, like for a day or so, even if I put water on it, the animals, the birds especially, they know it's breakfast time, so they go in there and they help themselves to my flaxseed. So I'm trying to have the timing this year so I can minimize the loss of seed. Like I said, I've got two different beds. I've got actually three different varieties I'm going to try this year. Divided up maybe into thirds. Also planting some flowers and stuff for the bees, but that's a different story. The beds are going to be near where the hives are, so I don't want to be tilling and going out there while the bees are still acclimating, and I don't want them to get mad at me. So yeah, lots going on. I'm going to be opening a shop soon, so the shop needs to be remodeled. So dealing with a lot of that. There's just a lot of work involved with finding people to hire and just doing a lot of upkeep, repairs on that. But once that gets done, which probably won't be very soon, but within the year, then we'll have a nice space in the back room which has a really nice antique floor. The building is like from 1900, I think, maybe even earlier. The floor in the back has to be redone, and that's what I'll be doing. But that's where we'll be hosting lots of wonderful classes, is back there. So I have been busy. I have been I haven't been neglecting you. It feels like I've neglected you, and I feel really bad. But again, with the lighting, and I don't, if things don't seem right or don't then I just don't want to post it. Maybe it's a little bit of perfectionism going on, but I've got, like I said, the new podcast coming up, when then I don't care how my hair looks or any of that, and then I could just talk. There's some wonderful, I've just read recently some really nice academic articles that are, I guess, archaeological, related to some pretty ancient spinning. So you don't need to see any pictures with that. I can just speak it, and that could be the podcast. And I can also have some guests on there. So we've got the YouTube channel, and we're coming up with the podcast. We're having a shop, and I am also getting all those other things that are around to opening a shop related to that I need to get up and going. And things like Easter holidays, and, feeling well, and shopping, and all that, normal stuff that has to get done. That's what I gotta, just a lot of different things going on. Not as, I know everybody else is like real busy too. I kind of really wish it was like Townsend, that had 3 other people I could just hire. It's like, you do that, and I'll just show up, and bam. It'd be nice to have an editor, a film editor. It would be nice to have some other technical people. I could just say, just make it happen. I'll show up. It'll be a great show, but you spend the time fiddling and editing. And yeah, that would be ideal. And it could be if we can get things going, and we can get drum up some maybe sponsorships and things like that. Oh, plus I'm also trying to finish up my master's in hand spinning. Yeah, just one more thing. So I've set aside a couple hours every day. It's kind of like sit and do it, kind of work for me. But anyways, it's a long story, and everyone else is busy. I know you're all busy too, but spring is here. We got some flowers, and the trees are flowering, and it's just like, yay, another season of fiber arts is just about to spring upon us. I've got wool I need to wash, because that's going to be sold. Like I said, as soon as I can get the flax in, the flax grows by itself. It's a weed, and yeah, I might need to do a little bit of weeding, but I just let it do its thing, and then I harvest it. But there's a lot of work getting it prepped, like it is for lots of stuff. And I don't get to eat anything, but that's okay. I get to spin it. I get to adore my linen. I adore linen. I just got lots, like 15 yards of linen fabric that came in today. I love it for so many different purposes. I'm going to be sewing aprons for the shop, for resale for the shop. And I want just everybody to understand how fabulous linen is. Of course, then I'll talk about how fabulous cotton is, and then another week I'll like how fabulous wool is, because wool is fantastic too. And so I just keep going around. But right now I'm really into linen. You just do so many wonderful things with it. And our ancestors knew the good stuff. They knew. They're like, yeah, it takes effort, but it's really, really useful in so many different contexts. The linens are. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're going to enjoy this wonderful spring. I bet all of you are busy too. I get other people who actually garden, real gardening. I don't really garden, but like you'll have real gardens with real vegetables you can eat, and beautiful plants and all that stuff, and everyone will start getting pretty busy in general. But I just want to reach out to you saying, I haven't forgotten you. You're still out there. Maybe I'll do a little bloopers thing, like little bits and pieces of like why I had to stop filming, or something came by, or Kitty got into the shot, or my head was cut off because my tripod is too low, or yeah. So, but great wheel. Knowing how to do the ratio, it will be the upcoming video that I'll be doing. And then I'm going to do an intro podcast here pretty soon. The podcast is still under Spinningthepast. Decided to not change. I have other domain names, but I decided just to make it kind of simplified, or just keep with Spinningthepast. I hope you'll like it, and I just hope that we can just have some wonderful evenings together, just talking about the glories of spinning thread and yarn. And I hope you are just as enthusiastic about learning that, and just what that technology that humans invented for all kinds of purposes. And recently an article came out, like they've brought it back even tens of thousands years earlier than we had even thought spinning was. So that's an article coming up, probably will be on the podcast because it's just a dry academic article, but I'll read the article, some bits of it that are interesting, avoid those. I'll give you the source if you want to look it up, but I kind of talk about like what's the significance of this, what does this mean to us now or them back then. What does it mean? What did that mean for people who were weaving? What did it mean for rope makers? What does it mean? These different weighted of whirls. What does that mean? Did the type of spinning change? Usually it did, but anyways, got lots of good things. This has been going on for a non-video. It's a pretty long video. I miss you all, and just stay with me. If you have any questions, just post them down in the comments. If you have any recommendations, just post them down in the comments, and I will see you again next time on Spinning the Past.